Okay, guys, so I want to explain to you what gentrification is. It kind of does play a little part in inflation and all that, but here, I'll explain. The thing is, guys, is that gentrification, with the capital G, is how I say it, is when they buy up all the property and everything. Like, let's say a gas station or a convenience store, construction, they come in, they tear it down, and they want to build in neighborhoods, like a house neighborhood with houses in it, or an apartment complex or hotels and all that. They build it. They cost so much of our taxpayer money for them to build that. And the more they build it, especially somewhere for everybody to live, everybody needs somewhere to live. Nobody wants to be homeless. And anybody who wants to be out there who's homeless, I feel sorry for them because they have nowhere to live. They can't bathe, they can't drink water, they can't do all these things that everybody, me, you, or everybody else would do who is not homeless. The thing is that, but the homeless will get a job. They could provide for themselves. They could take care of their own bills and rent and everything and pay it off. The thing is, homeless, it's never too late for them to start over. They can start over. They can build up a new life. They can do whatever they want to do. That's on them. Thing is, male and female, because there's females out there who are homeless too. It's not just guys. You see a majority of them are guys. But the thing is that the United States is big on this with the homeless and also with gentrification. And gentrification happens in other countries too. They take all the property. They build up these buildings and these places on these properties on the land. They find the land. They look at all the land out there that is being taken over. The construction, they say construction's taken over because it's construction workers who work all the time outside, and they work hours in the hot sun outside, especially this time of year in the summertime. Construction, but the thing is that they keep doing it. But the more apartments they build, the more they somewhere have someone to live, and it costs a rent costs more than bills than mortgage. And the thing is that the more, and then inflation out there will get worse because what's going to happen is that the government doesn't care. The thing is that they used to care back then. Back then there was greed too, but it's not like what you see what's going on today. So the thing is with gentrification is that they take all the they find property and they build it. Years later it's ready. A year later or years later it's ready to go. Everybody can start working there and they can start getting hired, they can start doing this and that. Like, if you live in an apartment, you know what I'm talking about. Notice how they're more complexes now in the United States than they used to have back then? Money. Money. And what goes with money is greed. They only care about the money. Landlords, these HOA, all these guys, they only care about the money. If they cared about the attendants who live there, they would take care of them. And they would say, okay, we're going to give you up to a week or a month or two and pay your rent. There really should be a law that says they should not be legally allowed to kick them out if they can't afford it, but give them time, give them a chance to help pay it off. Because kicking someone out of their home is cruel. It's ridiculous. Because they can't afford it. I don't agree with that. I couldn't be in charge of anything because that would not happen.